Hey guys. Now, today I'll be giving you the DC origins of possibly the most famous sidekick in comic books. I'm giving you the origins of Robin the Boy Wonder. Now, I won't just be going on the most popular Robin, which is the first one. I'll be going through the main Robins that everyone knows. So, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne. I'll be going through all of them. Right. uh, Before he became Robin, Richard Dick Grayson was the youngest member of an acrobat of a family of acrobats who performed in a circus calling themselves the Flying Graysons. But they were also widely popular for not using a safety net during their act. But during one of their acts, that it had been sabotaged by a mob boss called Zuko by having by having their equipment damaged with acid. Dick had watched his parents plummet to their deaths right before his eyes. Feeling sorry for him, Bruce Wayne who's Batman, had taken Dick in and took care of him as Alfred did with him when his parents died, because Bruce knew how hard it was when you watch your parents die right before your eyes. So Bruce took care of Dick whilst simultaneously investigating the crime scene as Batman. But one night when he was dressed as Batman investigating the murder, Dick decided to do the same thing. When they ran into each other, Bruce saw very much of himself in Dick, so he took off his mask, revealing himself to be Bruce Wayne. Not only that, but Dick had also decided to help Batman with the case and with later crimes, calling himself Robin the Boy Wonder. His techniques in acrobatics and various forms of martial arts is pretty much his key strength in being Robin, but it's because of Batman's help that he was also able to stop Zuko and put him in jail. Now later on, Dick Grayson would eventually move out of Batman's shadow and stop being Robin. Eventually, he would become a new superhero called Nightwing, who would fight crime in a nearby city called Bloodhaven. Now, the second Robin is Jason Todd, who was a boy who lived on the street when he encountered Batman. Well, he was stealing the wheels to the Batmobile, and when Batman found him, he took Jason in, much like he did with Dick. And Jason was very much like Dick. He was very good in different forms of martial arts. He knew how to take care of himself as well. But later on in Jason's run as Robin, fans weren't too happy with Jason Todd, so they decided to kill him off by having him die by the hands of the Joker. When Jason died, he was locked in a warehouse with his mother and was beaten with a crowbar by the Joker. When Batman failed to save him, he pulled Jason from the rubble, and he's kept his suit in the Batcave as a memento to remind him of his greatest failure. But Jason would soon return with help from Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus Pit, as a different character named the Red Hood, who would be an anti-hero more than a hero. But he would also control various different crime bosses and criminal organizations in Gotham. The third Robin is Tim Drake. Now, as we've seen in the new Batman adventures, Tim Drake had a rough growing up, and his dad was working for Two-Face, but he left Gotham and Tim as well. Having to fend for himself, Tim ran into Two-Face and had nearly faced the end of it when Two-Face's coin decided that he should be killed. Being saved by Batman, he was taken back to the Batcave with him when Batman was injured. But not only that, but he learned more about the former Robins that had come before him, and all about who Batman really is. When Batman and Batgirl went after Two-Face in the same episode, they went after him, but they did not expect that Tim would follow them as the new Robin. So Batman decided to take Tim in and train him to become Robin, saying that he would need to follow the rules as well. But eventually, Tim would leave the mantle of Robin and become a new hero called Red Robin. And don't worry, later on in this I will do an origin on Red Robin and Nightwing and Red Hood as well. Then we have the most recent Robin, which is Damian Wayne, who is actually Batman's son. Now, the most popular parents to Damian Wayne are actually Batman and Talia al Ghul. But there has been an incarnation where it's been Batman and Catwoman, which was in Batman the Brave and the Bold TV series. But he grew up learning several different forms of martial arts from his mother and grandfather, Ra's al Ghul, as the youngest member of the League of Assassins. But when Ra's died, he was taken to Gotham City by Talia and was left with Batman. Eventually, he would become the new Robin. Now, I'm just proclaiming this out of the animated movie Batman, Son of Batman. But not only that, but in the Injustice storyline, which made it into a game, we saw Damian become the new Nightwing as well after the accidental death of Dick Grayson. Now, pretty much everyone knows that, like Batman, Robin doesn't actually have any powers, but he has his detective skills, his instincts, and he has great fighting ability. But we've seen Robin through several different incarnations of Batman and the DC Universe. Hopefully, we'll be seeing him or Nightwing on the big screen in the DCEU, or in the Arrowverse, since I'd already love to see Batman or Nightwing in there. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below, and I'll be coming back tomorrow to give you another DC origin. See you guys there.